Against Durex, they banned the Lux, so to prevent Keria from first picking Lux in that game in the World Finals. Felt like that was the situation they wanted to prevent, the one that's happening right now. As Sion will get picked here as a very safe pick for Doran in the top lane.
Yep. Something that, you know, could run into some issues with an Anivia that gets sort of out of control as Ona thinking about going for the Lee Sin. I mean, the setup with the Twisted Fate is very scary, and now he's grinning because Keria is hovering a Jax for him. Be a little bit of fun there as well. You actually have a really nice matchup into the Xin Zhao that really does like to get those auto attacks down, but instead
is too free with the Twisted Fate. It's just so easy to play it out. And they have such a front line for this Aphelios. And like you said, it's owner, it's comfort. I mean, comfort doesn't do it justice what it is. It's pure dominance.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if there's a pick here that saves this draft for me if I'm watching Hano Life. And also, like, this is not a Kanavi, this is not an HLE draft with the Lucian, Alistar, Anivia.
That's a Gwen, and that'll be locked in for Zeus. Pretty good at cutting down tanks, obviously. To the rise, as we saw earlier, as Kanavi
Level 3
just
Kanavi.
flashed over the Dragon Wall, and Delight looking to taxi in, gets the flash pulverize as Pays, realizing that he's going to have to take the long exit. Gumayusi flashes away from him, flashes after him.
Dragon, the prio they have in mid right now as Faker's backing away. Owner could look for a steal, but Delight's trying to deny.
Yeah, Hex Flash to get Delight over there, and we'll be able to find Ono. The Tempest Cripple does come on down as the headbutt over the wall is going to fail from Delight, and the Destiny is going to come on through. The Dragon still hasn't been taken. Decent Pulverize there as well to try and create some space, as Kanavi is now just dead. Ono's able to lock that one down as Delight just really confused about where to go, and Faker is just going to be able to follow him here. Finally picks up the kill, was giving Pays an opportunity to get it, and Faker's like, well, I'll just kill him. Down the kill with the gold card. Kanavi going to get tagged by Ona here as well, who's going to steal away the Raptor camp and then gets the safeguard and kickback. Faker moving on over and is just going to get stunned as he shows up. The flash out from Kanavi as Zeka might be going down to the egg, but it's Zeus that shows up to pay his old teammates a visit. Good flash from Faker to deny the flash engage from Delight.
Including my call, because it wasn't a true insect from Owner as he used the safeguard and not a flash, but Faker also very low.
Wait, hang on a second. Faker is going to have to heal. And will escape. It means that they are still plagued by the Gwen, even if now the player that lost to the Gwen they were playing against Bin is the one piloting it against them. Oh my goodness. It's just too many layers that you really need to worry about. And right now, 0-0-0 falling behind a little bit in farm, but that's not too bad. And might even be able to grab a kill as Ona just barely not in the mist. Oh, that was not exactly what they wanted to see as the needlework comes down, just dashes away from the Sonic Wave. And the Cloud, this time we had a little bit of an ocean as Faker is going to get stunned, but not in the Glacial Storm and behind the wall. So Zeka doing a few things negatively there, but Ona does not, does just find the kick as the Pulverize connects onto Ona and the kitchen sink comes down on top of him. 3 Talon Strike is going to allow Kanavi to grab that kill as now Ona might just be dead as well. Pays turns up on the top side of the map though, and Zeus is looking to try and turn it because he knows he is very dead. The flash comes through, Doran was already backing thanks to the Crystalline Overgrowth.
Really huge.
And Hex Flash from Delight, and Kanavi is back once again. Flash comes out, at least the gold card is going to be there, but this time the wall is true. And Zeka even has eggs, so he is never going to die.
Of that Severum left, I don't think he's going to have a full set for this. As it looks like Owner might actually have an angle here with Faker.
Yep, Destiny comes down, great wall to stop Owner from coming in. However, he just sort of bides his time. Stun does come on through though, and the Glacial Storm goes down. That is going to deter them from the dive. There is the Rift Herald being thrown into the mid lane. We'll be able to grab a whole bunch of plate gold, but the teleport in from Doran, they are committing to getting this second dragon for themselves. Like Zeus, he doesn't have to.
But like I said the last time when they tried to kill Zeka, he's got eggs, so not the greatest target. T1 are going to hold this dragon though.
You know, I feel like we haven't had enough kills in this game so far as he looks to get in on top of both Faker and Oner at the same time. Delight turns up, good kick to deny any re-engage, but there's the exhaust down onto Oner.
I think that's two more turrets.
And there is the fire kick. Immediately, Delight just goes in onto Pays, but I have a feeling he might be going down. However, the Unbreakable Will makes him so safe. Gumayusi with the culling, looking to get on top of his former teammates as Pays will get eliminated by the Lucian, but he goes down as well. Oner puts him down, and HLE, I mean, 1 for 1. I don't know whether they consider that exactly a win, and now they're looking for even more as Doran right in that front line, but flashing out of there immediately. The double pulverize onto Faker and Doran is beautiful, and over goes Kanavi as he goes in once again. Doran taken out at the same time, and HLE, they find that team fight they were looking for.
This Gwen, there just isn't really a great answer. Now they're looking for Baron here.
And Zeus does a number on the Baron as well, as Delight just looking to play interference. In goes Doran, but he gets knocked out immediately. That is the Baron secured, but the Gwen is down already. Faker locks that one up, and Delight is also dead. And 2 for Baron is probably not enough to help this Rebel Baron power play work out, as Gumayusi, he does need to go home, and Oner is not going to let him. He gets the smite down, and that is going to be even more kills over to T1. 4 for a Baron is absolutely not worth.
Pace is huge in this game now.
Oh yeah, red-white guns prepared at the same time, but HLE still wanting to fight for this, obviously. They're HLE. It's going to be Pace locking down the Drake, as well as Doran is going to get walled off from the rest of his teammates, and the circles are getting set up to make sure that the follow-up is not quite there. Still, Doran tanky enough just to stand in front. I mean, Soul Point is a big deal, and Carrier are going to have to flash to get out of the way of HLE. Yeah, that could be the option. Obviously, Cloud Soul is going to be very valuable as the teleport comes in. Immediately, Delight going to use that cleanse that he picked up immediately after that teleport in order to get rid of the gold card.
Doran's shield is almost taken out.
Yeah, gold card is going to connect onto Kanavi here. But HLE still keeping their health bars together as the Glacial Storm comes down. Decent stun onto Doran as Faker possibly in a bit of trouble. Good wall placement. Doran is the one that eats most of the damage. They want to just take down the front line where they can. Gold card is going to connect onto Zeka. Zeus just lying in wait. The Destiny comes on forward, gives them the full vision as there's the flank angle onto Kanavi. But looks like the fight is now breaking out on multiple fronts. Doran really good, just standing in front of Pace, keeping him alive as Delight gets pushed away from the fight. Ultimate's now down on these bottom laners.
Beautiful fight from T1. They just chip away, and now it just feels like a foregone conclusion to try to contest this. Kanavi has flash, but a steal I think is the best option. They're trying to look for Faker.
Yep, the wall is actually going to cut him off, but he still had flash available as Pace runs out of white gun, but now has a very scary ultimate, although that's on cooldown. There's the knockup, but Kanavi just explodes. Pace finds it. And Zeus now just trying to be the hero for his team. We know that Gwen is so incredibly important as Oner goes in, but might need to immediately go out. There are flashes just being blown left, right, and center, and it's Oner that has his up and available. Pays able to get himself out of the way, and Zeus explodes! And now Zeka and Gumayusi just trying to deal with this. Sion, who gets a huge knock-up, interrupts the dash out of Guma, and he's just executed. The egg is going to get fried, and that is a clean ace for T1. Oh, I feel it. That game 3 right around the corner.
Them to wrestle enough control away. It's going to have to be Zeus who starts up as maybe a pick on the Faker. Could be a great start.
Zeka is also crazy, but there's a headbutt pulverize to deny the gate. And the storm is a brewing. Now Oner taking a full culling.
If they mess this up, HLE could end. They need to be really careful.
A long time to die, but he does eventually go down.
Get a wall on Pays. They can get his flash at least. They could just win the game.
Well, let's see. Fire kick is going to disengage as Zeus looks to make his way in. The kick is going to get him out, but Kanavi finds the Crescent Guard as Pays just going to cleanse out the exhaust, and Kanavi just goes down. They tried to take this Aphelios, but he's still on full health. Doran now standing in the front line. The Moonlight Vigil is going to miss, but Faker finds the back line. It's a wild card that kills Gumayusi, and Oner is going to catch up to Zeka, procs that Zhonya's, and he's just going to see his death as the Anivia will go down. He'll take a Guardian Angel there from the Lee Sin, but Faker is able to take out the bird. And Zeus, the last man standing, and is not going to be enough.
He tried. They made it very close, but ultimately, Paze survives, and T1 will bring us to 3.
This is what we all deserved from this matchup as well, as Zeus will be taken down. Delight might also die, but he looks to just park himself on the fountain and look for game number 3, and we will get one as T1